What's up, everybody? Another episode of Smoking That Ish. It is I, Martimus. Yes. Oh, hold your applause. I'm just bullshitting. Anyways, good to see you guys. I went and saw a Prof concert in Des Moines, Iowa. Shout out to Des Moines. Big shout out to Prof. Got this super awesome Prof shirt that I'm wearing. I also got this badass Prof VIP pen because we did the meet and greet. I've seen him a few times, never did the meet and greet. Prof is taller than I thought. He's a tall guy. And this is just an empty paper, by the way, YouTube, before you freak out. This is just an empty cone. I'm going to do a little demonstration later on how to fix a run. Okay? Okay. I'm glad we could talk, YouTube. This is nice talking to you. But I got this pen. I got these awesome socks here. Bam. I know. Check out them gams. What's up? Little free thing. I need to start a Patreon for stuff like that. Can't just be giving that away to y'all. And on the way up there, I had to pick a dispensary that was on the path up there. So I chose, and in Iowa, you are allowed to smoke and to use your medical cannabis, but you cannot go to their dispensaries, which suck anyways, because you are allowed 4.5 grams of THC every 90 days in your CBD gummies that you're allowed to buy, or vapes that you're allowed to buy. So, ouch. That's pretty harsh. Hard to get by for 90 days on a little more than an eighth. But yeah, that's what they do there. So I had to get some before I went. And I decided to go to Roy's in Yankton because I already visited the one in Sioux Falls. So I was like, why not go to Roy's in Yankton? I already know the layout. They usually got good deals. They got really nice selection. It is a little bit smaller than some places, but they got good stuff. It was still very hard to choose. I went there. They had some from Garden Valley Egg. I don't know if we ever had them on the show. But Garden Valley Egg, they had this Sunset Mac, which was in the mid to upper 20s. And it wasn't the prettiest, but it was it was on sale there. But it was dense, thick nugs. It hit like a truck, dude. It was smoother than I thought it would be. Honestly, it was really, really nice. I got that, and I got 10 grams of the Dakota Natural Growers. God, I mess up their names all the time. Sugar Shack, and I think it was Peanut Butter Cup is what it was. I think so. That's what I'm going with. That's what I'm saying. Tear me apart if I'm incorrect. But I got some of that, and that was visually much better. It looked much fuzzier, much more keef on it. Really beautiful colored buds, but it was harsh. It was not, and I have COPD and lung issues and shit, so I understand that my harsh isn't, usually everybody else is harsh, but to me it was pretty harsh. I could smoke about half a joint before I'd have to put it out because I was just coughing my ass off, dude. But it was really good bud, tasted good, everything, just harsh. So I ended up preferring the Sunset Mac, actually, just because. And I had these really cool Pops cones in different flavors because they had those at Roy's. And yeah, you use that for I used it on the Sunset Mac at first because I figured, the on sale stuff's not going to have much of a taste to it. And man, those things, the only thing is when you pop that little ball in there, be careful because a little bit of that juice stuff could shoot out and get on your clothes and stuff. And that stuff smells strong like what it says, dude. I had like a tropical mango, one that was just like sweet stuff. I think that was actually the name. It was a pink one. I had a banana one, banana something. And that was, they were all super good. They really nailed all the flavors on there. I didn't check, to see if that stuff's safe, or I imagine it's safe to use that stuff and everything. I know everybody's super paranoid right now, but yeah. So that was great. I also got a DNS card, but I heard from Urban Extracts that they do not use CRC. So they do not. So now, Urban Extracts, now I want to know how you do your stuff. Because that animal mint stuff, I think is what it was called, was the carts were clear practically. And I want to know how you can do that without CRC. So not only me, but other people who don't believe you can do that without CRC can know, like what is the, because a lot of us don't know the game's changing so fast. It's hard to keep up, honestly. I have a lot of kids and full-time job and dogs and, all kinds of stuff going on all the time. This is really my only free day, and I do this on my free day. So, yeah, it's just things can get crazy, man. So it's it gets kind of difficult. But I went to Roy's. It was super awesome. The employee was very nice, had a lot of suggestions, was honest about what she had tried, not tried, what's selling fast. Like, she knew what was going on there, and it was really nice. I did have to wait a bit before I got in because they are very kind, but they only had one employee on at the time. I think that was like a Thursday or something like that, or a Wednesday that we left. So, middle of the day on a Wednesday, not exactly the busiest time in the world. But it was worth the wait. The floor in there is the same as the floor in Sioux Falls, where it looks like water and stuff. The color layout with the orange stuff on the wall, I really dig it. It meshes with the blue floor really, really well. Big fan. And also from Prof, I got this bag here. The super awesome bag in the VIP pack. I think we spent like $150 a ticket for the VIP pack back when we had money. So that turned out really nice. And because they don't, no offense to Des Moines, but they don't turn up like we do in South Dakota. Not even close. Not even same ballpark. Not anything, dude. He would come out and get people jumping. And I know it was a Thursday, middle of the week, but he'd come out and he'd get people jumping, dude. And they would, within 15 to 30 seconds, they'd stop. And they wouldn't stop and be like, vibing and dancing and stuff. They would stop and just stare at him. So he started doing a lot of what he calls his emo songs, where he does more like singing style vocals than necessarily rapping. And it was a bunch of songs that I had never gotten to hear before, because we always turn up in South Dakota. So we always get the party songs and the bangers all the time, dude, because we get wild here. But it was really awesome. He did songs like Motel, and he did like 3 new songs. It was really, really good. It was really, really good. Like, it's the 3rd or 4th time I've seen him, and it might as well have been the first time I seen him, because I heard a laundry list of songs that I had not heard before. And shout out to Willy Wonka, the DJ that travels with him. Everybody bullshits DJs, but a good DJ is what keeps the rapper going, dude. He knows they vibe and they flow together, with the music and because he can pull off, like drops, stop the music and stuff. He can just tell by the way Prof's body language is. And he knows. Like, it's really a great show. It was really good. There was another guy like Ty Supreme, TAE Supreme, and he played like 5 songs, and 4 out of 5 of those songs were really, really good, dude. He only had one song it kind of seemed like the vocals didn't mesh with the beat, they were a little bit off, but it was really good. And he had another guy from Atlanta, but I wasn't really into his stuff. I just didn't like it, No hate to him or anything. It didn't vibe with me, But yeah, we were in front row for Prof. It was incredible. We did the meet and greet. We got to meet him and Willy Wonka. Yeah, Prof's like 6 foot tall. He's taller than I thought he was. But he was real. He looked you in the eye when he shook your hand, when you talked to him and stuff. He wasn't looking off to the lady that was kind of, telling him what to do next. Not really telling him what to do next, but keeping him on schedule. And the other fans and stuff that were like, a couple feet away. He wouldn't break and like mess with them when it was time for your meet and greet and stuff. And he was real. I talked to him about some real shit, and he shot me back with some real shit, and it was very nice, dude. And I congratulated Willy Wonka on always taking the hardest role, dude, and playing first. He always plays first, opens it, gets people in the mood, gets people going. It's the hardest job as far as like performing musically, is to come out to a dead crowd, especially in Iowa. Not that there's anything wrong with Iowa, just Iowa is one of those states that works hard, like South Dakota. To come out there and try and get people to get up and go when they've worked, you know, a 12-hour day or something, and they got to go to work tomorrow too. You know, it's hard to get those people up and vibing. And he did a great job. There was really not much he could have done. Only the first 2 rows ever really got lit in the first place. So he had those 2 rows going when he was up. So, I mean, he basically got the party going as much as the party could be got going. Prof came out, rolled a big thing over the top of the crowd, and came out, did a song like that, came back, and then later on he threw a big giant like inner tube thing out there and went out on the crowd and did a whole song going out and coming back and stuff. He had to stop singing for a while and tell people where to take him because they were just going to drop him off the back of the crowd. So he had to direct them back to the stage, and a security guard caught him like for real. He would have fallen and he could have got hurt, but the security there was on point, dude. A lot of very large gentlemen there who did not seem to take any shit or be in the mood for any shit. And I don't think they really got any shit. But they weren't like, you know, dicks or anything or mean mugging people or, you know, nothing like that. It was very chill, very laid back. For me, a little too laid back, you know? We like to get up and, you know, get to cabbage patching and shit in South Dakota. That's more our thing. And it was just hard to get anybody in Iowa to get up and get going, dude. But the show was incredible, dude. Incredible. The staff was super nice. Like when we checked in and stuff, they were super cool. The hotel we stayed at was really nice. It was something America. I can't remember what it was. Extended stay America or something like that. And it was cool. It was like, it has monthly and weekly rates and all that stuff, but it was nice. My Scruffy got to go with us and he had a great time. We got some pepperoni pizza because Pizza Hut, dude, what's up? Staying loyal. We got some pepperoni pizza. We got the little big box deal with the 2 pepperonis and the cheesy breadsticks and some pasta. Dude, we ate that. It was like $30. We ate that shit for 2 days the whole time we were there. We didn't need nothing else. It was great. It was wonderful. We had a great time. Definitely needed that, dude. And then today I went and picked up some stuff. And hey, somebody we ain't seen in a minute, dude, is back on the show. I'm pretty sure they don't follow anymore, but I don't give a shit. I don't care about that stuff anymore. Today, you know, I already gave the shout out to Roy's. Roy's helped me out with the concert and everything else. Didn't let me down. They had $1.50 grinder and shit there. It was great, dude. This shit you can smell through the fucking bag. This is incredible. Like I said, this is Pitbull Acres. I suppose I didn't say that, but this is Pitbull Acres, the return of Pitbull Acres to the show, whether they like it or not, because I saw this. I just saw that there was Pitbull Acres on the list at East River Farms, and they had a really nice selection, stuff like that. You know, other places are closed, everything. I went there and because I recently gave the Canna Care some love too, and they're great people over there as well. So I went to East River Farms and dude, they had runts there. But this runts, it's 21.85%, dude. It's got almost no CBD in it at all, like a 0.0 something. And then when she brought it over, because I asked to see it right away, she brought it over and popped the top, and I smelled it. Dude, it smells so fruity and so good. It's not the best, you know, visually what a lot of people look for, but it's Pitbull Acres. It's their signature stuff, dude. It's just the way that he grows, and it's super fruity, smells so good. Like I said, you can smell it through the bag, dude. And then I asked her, because I was like, why is it in this little plastic container with these other 3 ounces? And she goes, oh, this is our sale stuff, like our, you know, cheap shit that we got. And I was like, how much is it? She goes, this is $100 ounces. And I was like, no way, dude. So I picked up an ounce easily because I actually had 30 something grams that I could have got today, which I didn't. Saving up money for that SUV thing, getting it fixed, getting them their money and stuff. Seem like good people over there at Big E Auto in Mitchell. They seem like very good people. So I'm going to get them their money and have them fix it themselves and hopefully have a vehicle that runs for 10 to 15 years and the place that sold it to me can kiss my lily white ass. All right. If you want to know which place sold it to me, it's literally been sitting on one of the busiest roads in Mitchell. M&H is on the same road, to give you a hint. And if you drive by, you can see the dealership plates on a black SUV parked there by the road. I think it's facing away from the road, if I'm correct. And you can see which license plate is on there. And skip it so you don't get hosed, because apparently that's what they do. And it's... I was going to read like a bunch of comments and stuff there. And, I only speak from my personal experience and comments that I have read online. I don't know anything further than that. But I definitely got hosed 100%. When I called the guy to talk to him about it, he fucking laughed at me and called me a liar. So, yeah, I mean, I don't think as a business owner or dealership you can do anything more inappropriate or rude to a person than to not only try and help them out, but to laugh at them, call them a liar, and then explain to them how they're stupid, and then basically hang up on them. So, yeah, really nice people there. And I'm not going to say the name. You can figure it out if you would like. Now, today on Smoking That Ish, I also got this 5-pack of Baby Blues pre-rolled cannabis joints from the Blues Brothers line, Belushi Farms or Belushi's Farm. And that, of course, is Dakota Herb. And I got these, a 5-pack for $25. So very nice. But on here, I'm going to show you on this paper, YouTube, just a paper. Now, imagine you were smoking. And you are, let's say, you're passing it around to a few people. Oh, this pen died already. Just for show, I guess. Or it's because I have this shitty box. Whatever. Still gonna figure it out. All right. So I'm using this pen now. And this pen says, yay, I shall work. But only kind of. Now, let's say it's burning in a V pattern from the top, Just a straight V burning down. Draw a V on your paper. You got the V going straight down. Everything above it is burning and stuff. I know you probably can't see it very well, but I'm describing what I'm talking about, okay? The V on there. So you would go to where the bottom of that is, right? You would go to the bottom of that. You would lick your finger, get some spit on there, a little bit of spit on your finger, and roll it back and forth on the very bottom of the V there, just to stop it from burning further that way. You can even go the long ways sometimes and just rub it up and down right there and try and stop that run from happening. Also, then you look at the other end, or at least this is how I do it. You look at the other end and you look at the paper at the top on the other side. Now, if that paper is still not burned at all, or if the stuff inside is burning and that paper is not burning at all and it's already gotten below it or anything like that, you light that paper a little bit and just let it burn for a few seconds. Don't let it run all the way down, unless if you rolled something that loose. I mean, that's pretty much what you're going to get. And that's not saying that you can't roll them too tight either. You totally can. And then you're going to light that and you're going to hit it and you're going to repeat that process following that run as it goes down. Okay? And you usually designate a person to do that. You don't all lick your finger and rub on it, at different times. Pretty gross if you're smoking with friends. You just have one person every time it gets to them. They kind of patch it up, boom, fix it, hand it off. And that, as I have found, is the best way to fix a run. And that works for a cone. That works for one you rolled yourself. Pretty much anything you can smoke like that. Okay? So hopefully you learned something. You're big prop fans. I also got a flag and stuff that I'm gonna be showing you next week. So yeah, I hope you guys learned something. I hope you had a good time. And thanks for smoking that ish. Deuces, dude.